And that probably is up and running. So choose whatever works better for you, because I know that there are plenty of users who like chat on more like similar to Twitch, which is on Kick. But video player, I mean, in my opinion, is better on YouTube. Okay. Do we have mind screen working? Yeah, that kind of works as well. Cool. Oh, for some reason YouTube stream started as unlisted, which is kind of not very cool. No one will be able to see it. Okay. Now it's running. Now those who want can go on YouTube as well, if you will. So calendars. We don't need calendars. What's that? Okay. So we don't need Twitter. I have Kik opened on another screen as well. Yeah, I think that if you, you know better how much or how many customers you already have, and are you looking for new customers or not? But I will kind of think how to share at least part of that work what you are doing, or maybe some outdated kind of recorded sessions already. Maybe that also kind of could work just for marketing. But if you have more customers than you kind of need, then yeah, that's you just don't have a problem to solve, right? But yeah, live streaming still, I think, could help, but it's time consuming. I think better, just for marketing, I think better is currently that is still short form content, and it is kind of tricky to explain some tech related stuff in short form content, but that is doable, not impossible. Okay. We are working in this application. What did I change? Did I change save changes? Yeah, I see. So I will need this part of documentation. Basically, last time when I was working on this application, I implemented RevenueCat paywalls. I'm wondering what should I do about languages. More customers are in English, but I'm teaching mostly in Latvian at the moment. Yeah. So, yeah, I choose it to create content in English just because, because of that. But that always kind of question about being kind of big fish in small pond or small fish in big pond. And I don't know. I think that the tricky part of teaching in Latvian is the problem is that, in my opinion, I don't know. That is kind of opinion from outside without industry knowledge. I mean, teaching. The tricky part is that I think that almost anyone in the programming niche, whatever, know English. And basically you competing with English-speaking teachers anyways, without getting English-speaking customers. I think that's one thing, but to think about. I don't know if you have that in mind already or not, but generally, because I met one creator, one creator 2 years ago in Portugal, and he's basically from Brazil. And we had discussion, basically following each other on Instagram, and it was nice to meet in person and have some beers and stuff like that. And he asked me a question basically about in which language he should create content, Portuguese or English, because he's speaking English fluently, he's working basically in English speaking environment. Okay, he's in Portugal, so he's speaking Portuguese there as well, but he is fluent in Portuguese, and I think that is kind of benefit, because he can create content for that audience which is not fluent in English. And there are plenty of in Brazil there are plenty of people who are speaking Portuguese only and who are trying to get into the programming. I think in Latvia those who are trying to get into the programming, of course, that is just my kind of guessing, but I think those people who are trying to get into the programming in Latvia, they already more or less know English, at least on that level, to be able to read kind of technical literature, to read, to follow tutorials and, I don't know, read books and follow courses. So, yeah, I will try that water, you know. Not all of them, of course, not all of them, but yeah, sure, that is advantage that you speak Latvian and you can speak with that auditory, and maybe you can also speak Russian, I don't know, but whatever. So yeah, you probably can. But that market is bigger and there are more people who do not speak English. So yeah, I don't know. I already made this choice, you know. I create content in English, and my courses, I don't know how many, I have one, but my course also is in English and for English speaking audience. So that's my choice. Hey Vadim. Sveiks Janče. Good evening. So yeah, I don't know. I will keep that in mind, and I will probably, as I said, I already made this choice, but I will create content in English as well, because I think that is way to grow. But you know also better that market in Latvia, if you see huge potential to grow in Latvia, and you see kind of clear future for year or few ahead, so maybe you are good, you know, maybe you don't need anything. Did I stop at streaming on Twitch? I'm streaming currently on Twitch and sorry, not on Twitch, on YouTube and on Kick. Kick is my kind of mind streaming platform, and then I'm plugging in YouTube or Twitch. Twitch is kind of, I don't know, it often do not work. There are annoying ads in Twitch and stuff like that, but I'm doing those co-working streams on Twitch when I do them. Yeah, I see enough future to have it established, not to grow. So that's the problem then. Then you have to, then I will look how to grow. How you tried Glassy for app purchase? No, I didn't. But today I heard about. Do I have browser somewhere? Yeah. But today I heard about conversion, and I was looking into documentations for conversion, and basically there are paywalls, there are experiments. It looks kind of similar to RevenueCat. So currently I'm adding this one RevenueCat paywall, but I'm looking on this as well, and yeah, Glassy, no, didn't look on that. Is it something with my notifications, but I didn't get any that you are live. So YouTube notifications are tricky, you know. You have to kind of subscribe, then you have to hit bell, and when you hit bell, you also have to say that you would like to get all the notifications. Otherwise, that is kind of maybe we will send notifications to you. And also, I see that those notifications, especially for videos, are sent kind of often delayed later. And for live streams, it's also kind of funny. Sometimes the notification is sent not on beginning, but at the end of the live stream. I don't know. Don't ask me. Yeah, exactly, Land Rover. Thank you. Yeah, you have to click that all on the bell, and then you have higher chance to get that notification, but that's not guaranteed. Hey, the Pale King. Hello. So yeah, there are plenty of Land Rovers saw notification at the end of the notifications of the live stream before. Yeah, it's weird, but it happens. And I see that it happens, you know why? So I don't know how to fix that, but I have some theory why that happens, because basically when live stream is starting, then you may or may not receive notification, and when live stream is ended, then I leave that video as published video on the channel, and you can basically go and watch in record if you... I don't know. Some do that. I think that live streams are cool because it is live and you have chat and all that stuff, but some people watch live streams in record. So therefore I keep them published. And basically maybe YouTube sends notification when this live stream is ended and kind of publish it as a video on the channel. So I don't know. Weird, but maybe that's why it works. Why Android development is good? Is it? I think I think that Android development, any development is good if you can make money from that, you know. That's kind of my unscientific opinion. I would like to move the chat closer to me, otherwise it is totally on different corner. We can pop it out. Pop out chat. Okay. Here it is. Yeah, bigger. Nice. YouTube actually published this like 10 hours later. It's not appear in the subscriptions page right away. Interesting. Ahoy, gents. Hello. Okie dokie. So here is my where I'm showing that paywall. Stream is now on your Mac, not on PC. No, I'm still streaming from PC. That is why I have that smallish monitor behind me working. I just have one cable connected to that PC, and that's it. It works, still works. It's kind of less convenient for streaming perspective because that music player screen and OBS screen is there, and I can't really see kind of myself. But I don't know, that works, and the working setup is more clean. I like that more. Yeah, see you, Martin. Yeah, see you. I will not be around for too long, maybe hour, maybe, I don't know, a little bit longer, we'll see, but yeah. Are you currently just working as indie iOS developer? I'm working as freelancer and indie developer. Is Riga in December around Christmas worth the trip? It's very tricky, you know. It's the worst time to come to Riga, in my opinion, is November. So now, end of October this year is kind of warmish, and it is cool. For December, I will say if you are coming just for a few days, yeah, there is some Christmas markets in Old Town. Basically, you can buy some, I don't know, Glintwine, stuff like that. There are Christmas trees, but if there is snow, it is kind of okay. I don't know. It's kind of tricky. It depends if you are a winter person. You know, that's one thing. Another thing is that it can be +5 and rain, and it can be -20 as well. You know, it's kind of hard to say how it will be. Usually January, February are more snowy and cold than December. Last year we had snow, I think, all December, and it was nice. So I don't know. It may be kind of wet. If I hate winters, you know, when it is +5, windy, and maybe even you are getting rain. It's in that kind of, then it is horribly bad, you know. If you can kind of have it like last minute trip and check weather ahead, and you see that, yeah, it will be maybe -5 and even maybe sunny, then that will be amazing, you know, because that's my favorite kind of weather in winter. -5 to -10. It's not freezing cold, it's kind of nice cold, and there is not humidity anymore because it's cold. Then it's great, you know. So Helsinki, Riga and Helsinki has about the same weather, you know. It's maybe worse in one or another, you know. It's kind of, yeah. What do you think about minimalism and traveling with one backpack? I'm traveling with one backpack usually, but I'm not minimalist. And I'm traveling with one backpack. It doesn't matter if I'm going for a few days or if I'm going for a few weeks. I'm traveling with one backpack always. I'm having only that carry one and just backpack, not carry one that trolley and backpack or something else, just one backpack. That's relatively big. It's this one. It is 30 liters backpack. You can make it a bit bigger, like that, and then it is 30 liters, and I'm traveling with it. Yeah, Vadim is saying that this year in Baltics should be warm winter, so warm winter is, I don't like them. So yeah, that could be because it is end of October, okay, middle of October already, but it's just getting cold. We have on mornings +3, +4 degrees. Currently it is 5. Oh, I have weather widget. How cool is that? So weather. Oh, it's not even going. It's not going to minuses. I saw minuses before. Ah, yeah, it is -1 at Friday night, 0. But again, then getting a little bit warmer and colder. So it's relatively warm. Next week is almost 10. Yeah, 10 degrees for October. It's warm, yeah. I learned app development. Now can you tell me where I can start as a beginner developer? Get a job. That's the best way to to become not beginner but kind of regular developer and then senior developer that's getting job in the company. My motorcycle is still outside. Yeah, I can see. I was last time when I was riding on motorcycle, it was +5, so it was not the best experience, but it was fine. In +10, easy. I can see, yeah, why. And that you can kind of ride it still, yeah. Okay, here we need to access add callbacks. So here I'm kind of showing paywall view. Do I have that application running on simulator? Seems that not. Let's build it. Small snowflakes on bike. Yeah, it's Windows was frozen on cars already. Not this morning, but I don't know, day or few ago. It is already getting, yeah, grass was frozen on the morning. Yeah, it's coming, yeah. Came from Spain yesterday from 22, amazing. That kind of sucks. Last year, I was in October, I was in Gran Canaria. And that was also kind of planned +20. I was swimming in ocean and it was nice weather, you know. And then I came back to Latvia in end of October and I don't know, it was hardest winter. I somehow felt very, I don't know, bad. How many clothes do you take with you on trips? Very little. I'm taking 2-3 t-shirts and maybe extra shorts and also some extra underwear. That's it. Usually we are traveling to warm countries, so yeah, it's not a problem. It's not a problem to wear t-shirt for 2, maybe 3 days. I don't know. I do not count, but it's not a problem to wear it for a few days, and also then that is not a problem to kind of wash it. I do not see why you should kind of take clean clothes with you for all the trip. I don't know. I feel that some do that. I don't know what else people have in those big kind of luggages. And do you wash clothes yourself or do you go to laundry? When we are traveling, we are looking, basically we are usually booking apartments in advance. We always stay in apartments because it is more convenient. There are more space, not always, but almost always, usually. Because they are bigger than hotels, more comfortable. You have a kitchen, you have all the stuff. I like that. And then we just watching. Then we are just looking to how apartments with possibility to wash with washing machine. Not always. At least you need, let's say, every second apartment that you rent. You can stay in one apartment for a week. That's fine. You still have your clothes and you can wash it in sink if it is really needed. And then you move to next apartment and have kind of washing machine there. What do you think about Jetpack Compose? Didn't use it, looks promising. I'm thinking this year I will take bike inside apartment, found a place for her. That's cool. I would like to, actually, what I would like to do, I would like to have my kind of office in a garage and how, I don't know, car doesn't matter, but if I will have, or when I will have bike, then I would like to have the bike in apartment as well. That could be really dope. I would like that. Walking around Esplanade and Riga today, there was some ice from the rain last night. Yeah, it could be icy already and slippery. Oh, you are in Latvia. Amazing. Cool. If you need any kind of suggestions, what you should kind of try to eat for local food and stuff like that, yeah, feel free to DM me. Watch a video about setup, looks amazing. Yeah, that is it. Yeah, here I am in the setup. Which website is best for best quality icons and images? I don't know. I'm using, for example, those icons that is SF symbols, and so basically that's that. And images, I am using that. Oh, I forgot. How do you name it? I don't remember. I forgot. Something like under. Forgot. Sorry. I'll take photo and send it to you. Yeah, please. That will be nice. I feel bad myself wearing some t-shirts for 2 days in a row if I go out. You know, it's kind of also depends on person. I know that some persons are that you basically can't wear the same t-shirt for 2 days because, I don't know, you are more sweaty than average, and some persons are kind of less sweaty than average. That's it, I think. And I think 2 days in a row is perfectly fine for my standards. Hola from Colombia. Hey, hola Dario. You messaged me on Instagram earlier. Yeah. Okay. It's hard to connect all the different social networks. Sorry. Hey Axel, I am doing well. Hello Andy's from the same country. Hello from Latvia. Labdien, labvakar from Latvia. Yeah. Okay, where I was. Yeah, this also, I don't know if anyone know about this conversion platform. Let me know. I'm kind of interested to kind of look on them as well, but no, they have SLA. That's also nice. For now, I'm using RevenueCat. But this one also, I see that, for example, they also have those paywalls where they are. No code screens. Yeah, that's basically looks very similar to that what RevenueCat just implemented. And they are adding new paywalls. And yeah, here it is. Screen actions and so on. And RevenueCat has very similar features. They just implemented that. That's in a beta for them, creating paywalls. Here it is. Yeah, the documentation is kind of very basic, but it's enough. You can build them. Okay, basically I need to implement now that create paywall. That is basically you're creating. Let me show where the paywall is. Where are my paywalls? Oh, I am not logged in. Let's log in then. How much time do I spend for working? I don't know. I'm big procrastinator, you know. Paywalls, here it is. So basically, I created, here is paywall. Here it is created relatively easy to create. Oh my gosh, documentation now is... And yeah, that paywall kind of building is very similar that you are kind of building here. Now I need documentation again. Yeah, I don't know how many hours I'm really kind of working, but I'm spending kind of, I will say, plenty hours at work. Currently, my wife is at work trip, and I I'm left unattended without supervisors, and basically I'm kind of spending all the time in front of computer. And yeah, that's it. I don't know if all of that counts as a work. Sometimes I'm procrastinating in the middle of the work day, of course. And I'm switching content contexts as well, you know. For example, I created that YouTube video which I published today earlier. Then I was working on freelance projects. Now I'm working on my project at the same time. That's kind of low-key work because I'm kind of chatting with you guys and kind of working, but not really kind of deep focused working. It's kind of, yeah. Custom logic. Yeah, here we show that paywall, but we need callbacks as well. How the present paywall if needed works. Let's try. Thanks for the previous advice. Where are you looking for ideas for your apps? I mean, blogs, design, content, and so on. I will say I'm starting simple with basic idea, and I'm actually I have a video about that on my YouTube channel. Where's my channel? Sorry, I'm new in computers. I don't know how to open that. Oh, hello, I'm clicking on you icon. Why it is slow? It's deadly slow. Come on, I'm clicking right here. Is it Safari or what? Okay. It was 37 hours, something like that. Yeah. Here basically is video where I made application in 37 hours from idea to the App Store, and basically there is some kind of description about how I'm moving from idea to the app. Okay, did I click at it already? No, it is clicked. It seems that Safari is not feeling well. Let's try to close some tabs. And yeah, basically I'm kind of looking into base idea, one feature that I would like to build. I am building it first very simple, just to use whatever tools are provided by SwiftUI nowadays or UIKit before. And yeah, that's it. I'm building it simple, and then I'm starting to look on how to make it look better. Yeah, we need paywall, but we need callback. Okay, but we need this present paywall if needed. Let's try this. How the logic works? I don't understand this. Present paywall if needed. Customer info returning. Return. Yeah, because customer info should return the true, right? Or what? Yeah, sure. If customer doesn't have this kind of pro, if customer is not subscriber yet, then this paywall will be displayed. So that doesn't work for me. Maybe shards and ocean template as well. Yeah, that's also, yeah. You would like Andrew to take a video on that. Take a look on video as well, yeah. Another one. let's try maybe Chrome is better. Basically for everyone who is interested in indie app development, here is those who are interested to start indie app development. Okay, let's go to my channel. You go to my channel, go to the videos. Then there are two videos which you should look in. This one, still my 3,500 indie dev app building framework. In that video, basically you will find in description, you will find also link to Notion template. This is one template. Basically, this is framework how to come from idea, how to work on that, how to build MVP, all the stuff. And when you already have application up and running, you will like to have this video and this template. That is basically template to already kind of keep working on app ideas and kind of build it and yeah, stuff like that. And yeah, then you go through all the videos, watch them, hit the likes, create endless playlist and play it all day long, you know. But yeah, those two videos probably are essential. And if you would like to go to the playlists, there is playlist about indie app development as well. Yeah, I don't like how playlists how you can find them here. Okay, whatever. There is indie app development playlist with more videos on topic. Oh, nice, Vadim. Glad to hear that that it is useful. Yeah. Feeling better? Yes, I'm feeling better. It is not too fast to tell because I was kind of I don't know. I was feeling nervous with all that setup when everything was together, because it was kind of too messy and there was no kind of separation. Let's say so. That setup was fine when I was streaming, but basically, if I'm not streaming, and most of the time I'm not streaming, then that PC, extra keyboard, extra mouse, everything was on the way. Here I have just one cable connected to the PC and I can unplug it and I don't know, it's fine, and forgot about it. Basically those streaming and working places are a little bit more separated, but I don't know, maybe that is some kind of ADHD or what else not. I feel urge to change setup every few months at least, so I don't know why that happens. Yeah, check that out, Andrew. That's I think that should be helpful. Yeah, in this example, basically, I do not see how that paywall is closed because you don't use any kind of callbacks here, and you just kind of, you can close it. And I do not see documentation here. Okay, here is close button, here is how to display footer, how to use custom cons, not interesting. Android beta, not interested. Default paywall. Which app best for growing app popularity? I don't know what you're asking about. Also dislike cables. Yep. Yeah, you can't really escape them. I think, switching daily from Mac to Windows laptop. Oh, that's the worst. Yeah, also if you need to switch all the time. I don't know. I do not mind those cables if I can kind of hold them behind the monitors somewhere under the desk. It's fine, but if they are around, then I don't know. That's not too cool, you know. Yeah, that kind of. Custom logic. Present paywall if needed. Okay, we can basically have through here. We can just instead of this customer info entitlement, basically this customer info entitlement, that means if this specific customer which is using application, if this customer if it is kind of pro customer, if this customer bought premium version of the application, and then if it is yes, then you will have basically you will have that here. And I could use custom boolean here, and that should work as well. Maybe. Let's try. So let's go with this approach. Let's try. Also interesting. If I have multiple paywalls, how app will know which one to show? That's not problem for right now, but generally. Basically we can do that here as well. So present paywall if needed. This one and this one. Is it? Wait a minute, it seems that we're missing one. Yeah. In the DV. That should be enough. How you name those in English? Iekavas. Oh, those are not Iekavas. I don't know how to name them in Latvian even. No, I don't need explanation. I see. Yeah. Thanks for suggestion. Yeah. Here we should replace with just boolean. I think that could work. Why we have error here? Cannot find customer. Yeah, we don't need this one. Just print purchase restored. That will be fine for now. And purchase confirmed, customer info in. Yeah, this example is not kind of the best as well. Okay, those paywalls are in beta, but could be better. Because that was probably missing part here. That customer info wasn't injected. Okay. So instead of this sheet, I mean, which kind of apps gets popular nowadays in the App Store? I don't know. To be frank, I do not follow. Open App Store and take a look on top growing. I guess it will be social networks games. And there was that hype around all the IE tools, but I don't think it's kind of sure you can. They are still popular maybe, but I think the train is already missed. You have to kind of build something more unique. Something new. You have to look for next trend probably already. So here, yeah, but we need that customer. Okay, we need that customer info in other cases as well. So let's, okay, that was typo actually or mistake in tutorial, but so we can remove it here as well because we don't need it and we will not use it. Okay, I just want to try to play around with just Boolean. Hey Julian, what do you do for us? So sure, you can ask. I'm using TriAstro app and also I'm using app figures as well, but I'm not very active app figures user. I would say mostly TriAstro. Okay, and can I throw this here? And oh, that is, yeah, that is Boolean. So will this code compile? That's my question. Cannot convert to bool. Isn't this bool? It should be Boolean. Showing sheet. That is Boolean. Just to see. Trust me, that is Boolean. Hey, Joshua. Sorry, it is late and names are hard. Joshua, how are you finding new setup? I like it. I like it. Showing sheet. This is Boolean, believe me. Yeah, okay, you still don't like it. Why? Cannot convert value of type to closure result type bool. Johishua. Johishua. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, that was not close, but I tried. Okay, let's Google that error. Cannot convert value of type. This is Boolean to closure result type. Closure result type. It's hard name, Josh. Yeah, it's, yeah, sometimes, yeah. I probably could say go to Poland and then talk about hard names, but there should be plenty of countries with hard names. Okay, this will not work for closure. How can I show that paywall manually but still have callbacks? Okay, let's go back to initial initial version and see if we can add callbacks. Maybe RevenueCat just forgot that in tutorial, because showing paywall works. I just want to have actions automated, or basically callback actions based on a result of actions in the paywall. Basically, if purchase was successful or unsuccessful, do something. Foxbit, hello, good evening. Curtis, yeah, greetings from Poland, exactly. When you have something like, I don't know, Zdobzimshik, something like that, you know, try to pronounce that. Okay, paywall view, let's go and try to find, let's go to the paywall view class and see, maybe we can find something here. Okay, we have offerings, we have purchase handler. Oh, maybe they have also example apps. I could take a look on them. So callback, load offering paywall view, that is view itself, purchase handler, color scheme, that's more about look of the paywall, session. Yeah, I do not see that here. Another option is take a look on their example code. RevenueCat, here it is in package. Magic weather, maybe. Let's see. Hey Tolga. Hey, just smile. I want to do iOS dev, but at the same time afraid that the technology and stored backend by one company from the programming language to the hosting. Wait a minute, what you are afraid of? You're afraid that everything is from one company? And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. To be frank, what are your options, you know? If Google will kick out you from the Google Play Store, basically that's kind of game over for you as well. The same with Apple. Or you are, or what you are afraid of, that Apple can kind of kick you out of the App Store as a company, or do you afraid that Apple will disappear tomorrow and you will stay with your apps and skills and no one will need your services? What are you afraid for? Ultrawide monitor is gone for, I don't know, I sold it maybe a year ago already. I think a year ago. Huh. Seems that in their example they are still using kind of old manual kind of paywalls, the same that I am using. Yeah. Looks very similar to code that I have. I do not see RevenueCat UI. Do they have? I mean, look at the web. You can host whenever you want. Sure, go for that. Become web developer. Yes. I don't think there is kind of wrong choice. If you prefer web development, you like web development, and you see that you can make money building web products. Depends what you want. Work as web developer or build your own products as web developer. Sure, go for that. Paywalls tester app. Okay, maybe in this project they are using kind of their new paywalls. Can I clone it? Purchase iOS testing apps. Oh, that's maybe is in package as well. Or RevenueCat UI. Maybe here is example. Templates, views, helpers. I don't see. Templates. Was the choice easy for you? Yeah, it was a very easy choice for me. I don't see the problem here. So I like Apple environment. So I was back in the days I was working as product manager, and one of the products that we built was kind of web service which was used for let's say local service department to manage payment devices. Also we had integrations with banks, then they was able to kind of send requests to install devices, remove devices, see all their devices, all that stuff. I don't know, it was kind of from product management side, it was an interesting product. I would not like to develop all that shit, you know. It's very boring stuff, and then you have to do support for those are banks, you know. Then you have to support Internet Explorer, some ancient, I don't know, whatever versions of Internet Explorer. Then you have to run on their kind of limited windows in secure environments, all that stuff. And yeah, that's one case, you know. But basically, when you are building web apps, you have to support, I don't know, shitload of web browsers and, I don't know, run on everything. And I don't know, for me that doesn't look exciting, but building applications which I can use on my mobile device, that for me is interesting and exciting. So I don't know, I have zero willing to build web apps or web products. If I could, maybe I will do something, but I don't want to spend time and learn that. And from revenue perspective, it's relatively easy. You just build application, ship to the App Store, just build and ship, and then get money, because Apple already have all the customers with card on file connected to the account, and they are ready to hit that buy button. With web development, you have to support payments, integrate those on your own. Okay, there are Stripe, what else not, but basically you have to do everything. Not interesting for me. Hey, Britcodes, hello. Catch it when it's live. Yeah, hello, hello. Yeah, and Foxbit say, as Foxbit said, it's I'm Apple fanboy exactly. Hey, Paul, hello. I'm doing great, thank you very much. Foxbit currently running Windows. Oh, fighting in some Red Dead Redemption. I held that game on hold as well, yeah. Yeah, for me it's also not really clear what exactly is kind of problem of just Smile, but I think you have to choose something that you would really love to do, and yeah, worry about other problems later. My only concern is finding works contracts as a freelancer that's pulling me out from leaving my 9-to-5 job. Yeah, you can find contracts doing whatever you do. You can be carpenter and find contracts. You can be web developer. You can be iOS developer. You can find jobs doing whatever you like. There are more web development jobs in the market than iOS development jobs, but again, there are more web developers. And if you are looking on beginner market, there are shitload of beginner developers in web development and developers who are making sites based on site constructors and what else not, and those WordPress again developers, which basically doing configuration and some fine tuning and all that stuff, you know. Basically choose something that you would like to do in looking forward in, I don't know, 5 years later. Do not choose career just because it feels safer or I don't know, or there is higher salary today. If you look safer if you look for safe career, again, go and work as, I don't know, carpenter. It's highly paid guys, you know, and all this stuff. It's, I don't know, in tech, it's changing so quickly. Today it is iOS, tomorrow it will be what else not. I am in late 40s. When I started basically working, then I don't know, IT was kind of unclear what it is at all, wasn't totally unclear, and iOS wasn't around yet also, you know. Why you don't upload to YouTube your iOS app development tutorials? I do not make iOS app development tutorials. I think they are boring to make. Do you think a beginner can find a work in iOS dev market? In other markets, everyone looking for seniors at the moment. Everyone always looking for seniors for the juniors price. And it's very hard to find junior jobs. And that was so before and will be in future as well. The first job to get is the hardest one. You have to apply to shitload of jobs to get it. And yeah, it's not easy. And you can try. I started with basically freelancing, and I know I have many years ago already in my kind of CV. So after that, it is easy. I like Python as a language. Yeah, Python is relatively easy to read. Didn't program a line. I found you're on all platforms now. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. I am on quite a few of them, yeah. Trying to catch up with them, you know. So it was feeling like easy task what I'm trying to do today, but I just do not see answer in documentation, because documentation is kind of, there is not much documentation, let's say so. Where is my browser? Not this one. Is that my only browser? Okay, probably I've closed documentation somehow. Okay. I got here from documentation. Here it is. It kind of feels like easy task, but I do not see how to do that in documentation. Purchase completed. Okay, let's see. How can we call that? Can I copy it at least? How can we call that purchase completed? Let's see if I have it somewhere in the project. Maybe I will find example for that then. No results. Amazing. Intel, I will skip Intel. M1 will be plenty for starting development. If you can afford M1, get M1. Skip Intel. And that will be enough. And yeah, I would recommend to have at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. You will survive on 8 gigabytes of RAM, but that will be your bottleneck and you will kind of hit it relatively soon. You will see that your RAM is kind of, 8 gigabytes of RAM nowadays is not enough. Sure, it will keep working, but that machine will swap like crazy and you will like to upgrade soonish just to get more RAM. What kind of smartwatch is on your arms? I have Apple Watch Ultra version 2. M1 Air will be better choice than Mini. No, it is not better. It is mobile version of M1 Mini. It's not better, it is just mobile. If you need to walk around with it, then you can do that with Air. But you're paying extra for keyboard, for battery, for screen. If you can afford it and if you need to walk around with it, sure, get that. Paywall tester. Yeah, but that should be in... that should be here. Oh, here it is. Tests. Found it. Found it. Tester, testing apps. Paywalls tester. Here it is. Paywalls tester. Configuration. Sample paywalls. And the most annoying is that I'm getting on mornings notification on Discord that you started cowork on Kik. Because I can join because on my day work. Oh yeah, sorry for that. Yeah, but I'm doing those co-working streams on Kik. Yeah. These days I'm considering to step into iOS world in budget-friendly way. So Mac Mini will be more budget-friendly than Air. And if you will work 99% of the time at home, then Mini is kind of, it's cheaper. So why spend money on that Air if it is kind of tough decision and you are on budget? Get Mini. It will be great. And yeah, it kind of feels fancy to work from coffee shop, but if you can afford to spend that extra money, do that. If not, then stay with Mini. And if you are just moving between different locations, Mini is very small. You can bring it with you. Buying another monitor and keyboard in that another kind of place will be cheaper than kind of buying this MacBook Air. Okay, here are views. App content view. Absolute text, no. Yeah, here it is on purchase completed action. Okay. Where do we call it? Sheet. It's kind of close. Navigation view, what we are displaying here. This looks like callback, something that I need on purchase some completed. To start, no need for M1. Yeah, Vadim, you don't need M1 to start, but as I said, you will, if you will get M1, and if you will have that M1 machine with 16 gigabytes of RAM, it will be plenty for you to start today and work on kind of whatever project you will work in a year. With old Intel machine, you can see kind of problems soonish. Problems, I mean, it will work way slower, you know, all the previews in SwiftUI will work slower, you will wait on that. If you have more time than money and you can wait on that, not a big deal. But if you will start freelancing and you will start sell your time for money, you will like to have quicker machine anyways. Sure, to start, you can buy whatever you can afford now, just to be sure that that machine works and runs latest Xcode version, you know. Hey, Ekaterina, hello, Lavakar. Did you try Apple Trackpad? I didn't own it, but I tried it in App Store, I think. Yeah. What are your thoughts on it comparing with MX Mouse? Those are totally different devices, and I have Trackpad right here. Okay, it's hard to see, right? So here is my trackpad and here is my mouse. I have both. So, yeah. I am old. I started to use computer without mouse. So then I learned to use mouse. Now I have to learn trackpads. Give me a break. I have M1 16 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah. How to get clients for freelancing. You go to my YouTube channel and search for this question between my videos, and you will find video where I'm describing all the methods that I tried, that was what was working, what didn't work, and what I could try to find customers. How do you know if your API day is too big for a person to create and maintain on their own? If you have to slow you down if you are kind of running ahead with kind of features for next 2 years. So you have to validate your application first anyways. And you have to start small. You have to solve one relatively simple problem for customers and then see if there is a market, right? So you anyways should start from project which should be doable for one developer. And then if you see that there is market, so you can start to improve your project, and then your project should start to earn money. If there is no money, so most likely your project idea is not great, or maybe there is something else, you know. But that's anyways, it's better to realize that before you build that big and super shiny project. And if you see that you have to build it big and shiny with all the crazy features, butterflies, blackjack, and what else not, then yeah, that idea is too big, and still most likely that idea is not great. You have to do that market product fit kind of test and see if there is money, and if there will be big potential and a lot of money, that's not a big problem. You can scale. After that, you can hire developers, you can hire whatever you will need for help running this project. You should start small anyways. I see a lot of jobs about uploading created apps to the App Store in Upwork. What about those jobs? Those are jobs to lost your Apple developer's license. What's your opinion about on freemium open source apps? I do not aware that I use any app like that, but open source is kind of tricky from business perspective because your code is available. There were plenty of cases when someone just downloaded open source application, kind of rebuild it and release it as paid application in the App Store. I do not do open source, and I think that's kind of very tricky business. It's not for mobile apps, I would say so. I'm not saying it's tricky business. Open source, generally, it's fine. Earning money by supporting open source product and kind of earning money from support from companies which are using that product, it's nice, but that is more like business to business, so, not business to customer, you know. Your room is soundproof. No, it is not. And what do you mean by soundproof? Of course, everyone hearing me outside, and I don't have any kind of sound panels to make audio better, nothing. Are you currently streaming from Mac? Yeah, no. Or screen capture to Windows PC? I'm streaming from PC. Is your MacBook damaged? No, it is not damaged. But it has dent on it, if you are asking about that. But I don't know, that's personalization. It makes it better, so it's not damage, it's personalization. But it works, so it's not damaged. Do all the tasks. Okay. Let's see, can I get that on purchase complete thing? Can I add this on purchase complete thing here? Let's try if that works. I asked it because I would like to stream as well, but there will be a lot of kid sounds and so on. I will suggest you to get dynamic microphone like this one, for example, and those microphones. Basically, the problem with those microphones is that you have to speak quite close to it, and if I will move away from it, it's you will see that sound. If I'm moving away from it, you see that sound is kind of already not so good anymore. There are different type of microphones like condensator microphones and so on. Those are more sensitive, and yeah. I don't even have doors in this room. If you see behind me, there is kind of open doors, and I can't even close it because I don't see kind of reason for that. I like to have air circulation, and then I have to feel that I am together with other kind of family. If they are in home, I don't like to close doors behind me. Because if I need silence, I can wear headphones anyways. And yeah, that's it. Hi, Davi. How do you test your apps? Do you write unit tests for your apps and when freelancing? So unit tests for my indie applications, I do not write unit tests because the problem is that unit tests are kind of cool, but unit tests are great to test, functions and all that stuff, and. But I don't know if button will be not rendered on screen, if I don't know, if some user flow will not work as expected and so on. Unit tests will not catch that, and it's kind of, I don't know, I would say waste of the time. I know there are plenty of reasons to write tests. I know them, no need to try to convince me, but I don't. Unit tests are great for refactoring. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. Martin's, yeah, is correct. Unit tests are great if you are working in team and if you have no clue actually how all the project works, if the project is big, then it is actually scary as hell to do some changes in already working code, do refactoring and so on. And then unit test kind of helps. Basically, you're writing test before, then you see that, okay, that's how it should work, and all the tests should be green. Then you make your changes, you run the tests, everything is green, you cross fingers, deploy in production, and hope for the best. And yeah, you still basically need end-to-end tests. It could be how to have some user interface tests and all that stuff, if that somehow impacts whatever, It helps. It helps to have unit tests, but also that takes a shitload of time to write them and maintain them and so on. So I don't. That's why it called unit. Yeah, exactly. Why are you not wireless? Are they charging? I do not use wireless headphones when I'm streaming, and usually I do not use wireless when I am on calls because wires, cables works always. Bluetooth is kind of, sometimes it works, sometimes it not. How for the best is my career in nutshell, right? Exactly, yeah. Yeah. It helps. I'm not saying you should not write unit tests. I just that's my excuse to do not write them, And I know plenty of successful indie developers who do not write unit tests, and I know plenty of successful developers who write them. So at the end of the day, it helps, but I don't know. It's a question of the time. When you're starting, often when I'm starting, I don't know, I'm throwing kind of shit to the wall and looking what will stick, I'm kind of building multiple applications and looking which will fly. Spending time on unit tests for application which maybe will be in the App Store for a few months and then I will kill it, doesn't make sense, Again, when you see that it kind of have some signs of life, then you start thinking, okay, maybe this application has legs, so maybe that makes sense to kind of add more features and see if there is money and so on and so on. So I choose to spend time on feature development or just chilling out with you and talk about unit tests on live stream. If you are indie though, you really can do what you want. No one will scream at you except internet comments. Yeah, exactly. Backseat developers. Yeah, and if you are working for someone, then it depends on company. And yeah, then I do whatever company do. If that company writing unit tests, and believe me, there are shitload of applications which making hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars and running without unit tests as well. So being there, so that is more sketchy situation, but also you can find great excuses why do not do tests in Xcode projects, especially if you have. There are not so many. Also, I have to say that in plenty applications there are not so many things to test with unit tests, because unit tests, that's mostly for kind of to test function work, but quite often big part of the business logic is on the server side, and application basically it's kind of it's a little bit simplifying, but most of the mobile applications basically just fetching data from server, parsing it and show it nicely on the screen, and then send it back and do some animations and fancy stuff in the middle, you know. There are not so much business sensitive logic in the mobile applications. Depends on app, depends on architecture and so on, but in my experience and in my last kind of project, and then the business logic also can be kind of captured in libraries, which is kind of used across the multiple kind of platforms. For example, you have Android, iOS application, and web application, and you have some library or API which is used for all the business logic, and you again just doing calls and handling callbacks for those functions for that API. So again, there is not so much to test by unit tests. About the wiring, I had very bad experience on the meeting because the wireless headphone. Yeah, exactly. From now all the time and on wired. Sure. And that also happens, you know, when you have on meeting and then you forgot that your iPhone also is connected to those headphones. And then you have incoming call and iPhone and headphones decide to switch to the your iPhone, and you have to talk, and then you basically do not hear meeting. So cables, those works. Hey Redislaw, so happy to see you're doing well. Thank you. Quick question. I am still wondering if 27-inch Apple display worth it. Do you find yourself needing more space? It's plenty of space. I will say it fits everything well. So I don't know. I could go into system settings and go to the more space option, but I don't even use it. For me, this probably I don't need. Probably that wasn't a great idea to do this on stream. Oh, I lost my mouse. Here it is. But I'm using default. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that wasn't a great idea. So, but I'm using default resolution, not the best, not the most, not the all the space. Oh wait, it's moved around. You are here, my dear MacBook. Okay, got it back. So for me now, it's plenty of space. I don't need more space. How many work hours do you do in a day? Too much. I don't know. Hard to say. Am I working now? So it's tricky question to answer. Unit test is something that everyone like to talk about in the interviews to look cool, but very few of them use it later. Yeah. How do you start any project? Open Xcode, new project? I don't know. Yeah. Test drive and development is like holy word. How do you start any project? Do you research, create task list, and then you start coding? I have video about process. Did I share it before? Go to my YouTube channel. can't type. Here it is, YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, open videos, then scroll down and see this one, steal my indie app building framework. That's basically answer to your question. There is a Notion template, process described, all that stuff. This video. And after that, watch this video. This is about application maintenance. Yeah, you're welcome, Radslav. Do you still take your bike courses? I filed my exam and it is too cold already to kind of get back to the next attempt. So spring. I heard that like most of the mobile app developers' career will be the same thing over and over. I'm simplifying a lot. And that's not exactly true, you know, because I don't know. You can build huge application with a lot of interesting things and so on. That's not exactly like that. For example, applications that I'm working now, not now, but currently as a freelance project. Here is basically newsfeed, like something like on Facebook, right? You can create post, which is something like Instagram posts, you know. You can book hotel, which is something like booking.com. You can go to the hotels, you can choose a hotel, all that stuff, you know. In my opinion, it's hard to say. Here it is, yeah, also kind of posts where authors writing some posts, you can collect them, you can kind of shard them, you can do many things, you know. There are chats, there are trips. Basically, that is travel-based social application. I will not say it's kind of over and over again. Basically, there are, I don't know, there are map integration, for example, for hotel locations. I did that kind of map view and I don't know, all that stuff. It's kind of, where is map view? Okay, whatever. Not important. But basically, you can do a lot of interesting things in one application. But my simplification was about that, yeah, there could or could not be a lot of things to test in the application by unit tests. And in less complex applications, you will have less and less logic in it to test, you know. How do you feel about React Native in the future? Eventually, it will disappear. But we should kind of specify how far in the future we are talking about, because I don't know. How do you decide to start your YouTube channel? Oh, that was kind of interesting thing. I started Instagram actually, and then I got all the same questions all over and over again, basically like we have in live streams. What do you think about Flutter and how to start freelancing, you know? At first I started kind of just copy paste written answers in the chat. But after same time I basically started to record videos on most asked questions and sent links to YouTube, and that's how it started. Was that all done by you alone or part of team? The scalability of the app is always what I'm wondering about. I am working, currently we are working, so biggest size of the team was 4 iOS developers working on it. So obviously that's not done only by me, and this application is in the App Store, I don't know, for many years. I'm working on this application for, I don't know, 1.5 years maybe. So growing Instagram was easier than YouTube. Well, it's definitely way less effort to create Instagram post than YouTube video. That's kind of obvious, right? And when I started, then Instagram was photos only, so no videos, and creating photos is relatively easy. And I was looking for some place to create content, and basically on the beginning I wrote quite long captions that basically was like almost like a blog, but on Instagram. I started to share my kind of what I'm doing, and I was thinking that will be my kind of marketing channel for freelance work, and so I will get freelance customers like that. I got quite a few offers for freelancing, but I never used any of them. So I never used it as a real kind of marketing sales channel for freelance services. But I would say yes, it was easier because it is just less work than YouTube. To make YouTube videos, that's a shitload of work. Suggestion, you can make a video a day in a life. Suggestion, Omkar, sorry. Suggestion, Omkar. Go to my channel and search in my channel a day in a life. I think you will find at least 5 videos. But thank you, yeah. If you are going to get license next year, then I will take a trip to Riga by motorcycle, and then it is the reason we can meet. Yeah, definitely. If I will get motorcycle, I will be happy to meet in Riga to have, I don't know, somewhere. There is motorcyclist coffee. There's hotel for motorcyclists. Definitely they have coffee and lunch as well. Sure, deal. I think I don't know if everything will be like it is. I don't know if something will not happen, significantly change it. I don't know. I will move somewhere for some reasons or something. I don't know. Crazy times, you know. COVID, war, all the stuff. Crazy times. But if everything will stay more or less the same, I definitely will get that motorcycle license next year, because it was last kind of minute decision to try to do that this year. And my instructor, I drove only those 5 lessons that is minimum that you have to drive, and my instructor said, oh, you are totally ready, go and make the test. But I failed the test, and I don't know, I can play an examinator, but of course I wasn't good enough to not fail. Okay, that examinator can be very strong or kind of ask a lot from you, but if you can deliver, then you will get that license, right? So I failed. That's my fail. But yeah, sure, I will continue on spring and I will get that license. The question is, will I get motorcycle? I definitely will rent motorcycles, but will I buy one? I don't know, because that's kind of family decision, let's say so. Not because of money, but because of it is dangerous, more dangerous than car, and also it's not clear how it will work when I will drive that motorcycle, because usually we're spending weekends together, and yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Do it, you will not regret. Yeah, I will get that license, definitely. It's not even a question, but only kind of question is if and when I am buying motorcycle. Okay, let's build that project. Is it running? Oh, everything is running. So that's my freelance project. It's quite cool, but it is kind of closed social network with paid only access. If wife says no, then it will be no. Yeah, it's kind of, it's open question, let's say so. She's not super excited about that idea, and I will say that problem probably is more not in idea, but in kind of lack of communication from my side. On beginning, it was kind of, she wasn't happy that I almost kind of decided to buy a motorcycle without talking with her. So that's the problem, I would say. Vlad asks, how did you get your first clients when freelancing? Let me see. Maybe I have that here. Freelance. Not super excited, not good state of mind, yeah. Freelance is not it, maybe freelancing. Come on, bot, you can do that. Bot is sleeping. If you will search on my YouTube channel, you will find video about starting freelancing. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is. Oh, you got it from bot. There is a link. Okay, so I wanted to test. Here is our plans. Let's imagine we are buying annual. Okay, now let's buy monthly plan. Then it will be cancelled after a little bit. So yes, we are buying it. And will we see this breakpoint triggered? No, we will not. Yeah, because it is in this screen. So that sucks big time. And if I will click it here, okay, even now it is not triggered. So, oh, that breakpoint was disabled. Pff, shame on me. Okay, do we have printouts? Did we have printout? Filter? No. No, we didn't. Can you earn enough freelancing? Sure. Aren't you competing with a bunch of cheaper coders from Asia? No, I don't. Not everyone wants to deal with cheap coders from Asia, India, Pakistan, or what else not. There are plenty of customers in Europe or in America. I was working for American customers, now I'm working with European customers. There are plenty of European customers, maybe Scandinavia, maybe West Europe, whatever, Austria, Germany, UK. Plenty of customers who are looking for same mentality, someone from Europe, someone from same or almost the same time zone and with decent English language skills. Sure, there are plenty of guys with decent English speaking skills somewhere in Asia, or India as well, but time zone is different, mentality is a little bit different, it's harder to understand each other and so on. So no. And that's, of course, that's your decision. If you are going to the Upwork and fighting with those cheap developers, yeah, you will get into that fight and yeah, of course, you will compete with them. Should you do that? No, I will not recommend. Even when I started on Upwork, I always kind of started with statements that, yeah, I know that there are a lot of cheaper offers that you see, but yeah, I'm charging so much. I'm from this country, yada yada, and that was working out for me. Vadim, first time filed on figures. The figure was to speed up to 50k and then break. Exactly. I failed Vadim on exactly the same figure. And what was interesting, I had GoPro on me. And my GoPro recorded that before that line when you are allowed to break, I had 56 or something. And then when dog is barking. And then when I started to break, I was already kind of behind that line where you are allowed to start kind of breaking. And then I had on camera 48. And examinator said, oh, you had 48, do again. And next time I did faster, basically. And yeah, I it was slippery. It was wet asphalt, and I slided over that stop line. Not much, but enough. And then he said, "Oh, it was too fast. You went 60 this time." So yeah, sure, I went 60 because yeah. So failed on figures, and yeah. Did you work in Apple with millions of users? If yes, what are the challenges when there is so much users? Yes, I was working on application with millions of users. I was a developer of application named Antiland, and that is quite popular chat application in different countries, and there are millions of users. What are challenges? I don't know. It's scary as hell to deliver each application, new big changes and all that stuff. But otherwise, I don't know. Same old, same old. The money were going. What about material design? What money? I don't know. Martins can tell you about his experience for working with people from India. Yeah, sure, I believe, yeah. Nothing polite to say, yes. Upwork is flooded with... yeah, that could be, yeah, proposals generated, yep. Yeah, Luca is pretending that he's working. So yeah, I had experience working with a team from India as well. When I was head of products, then development team, we had local developers, and for international project we had part of the team in the Sweden or Finland. I don't remember, to be frank, but it doesn't matter. And few developers was in India, so I felt the difference. And another guy said that that wasn't me who was in that conference, but guy from Java community was in conference in India as a speaker, and then he told me that he was kind of surprised that in that conference there was technical kind of speakers, but also there were kind of, I don't know, as like in conference there are business speakers, what else not. And basically in conference there were kind of presentation when guy delivered a presentation and explained how to postpone and make projects longer to earn more, to sell more development hours and so on. That's basically, I don't know how it is now. That was when Java was kind of ruling the world and Flash was on the web. But basically in those times, that was 10 years ago, maybe. Maybe everything is different today already, but that was basically in developers conference. And I can see how they trying to do that still, and customers are not dumb, they see that as well. Fluffy. They are asleep, yeah. Sure, because it's late night for them already, right? Miss Gold and good old C times when you really need to program shit. Yeah, that's kind of... I agree. I never was working. I was never working as professional developer with C programming language, but C is one of the first kind of real programming languages that I learned, and it really felt like programming. Pointers, memory management, all that stuff. Not like just I don't know, asking ChatGPT to add buttons to the screen, and yeah, that's different. Okay, so let's try one more time with enabled breakpoint. That was so dumb. Okay, still do not hit this breakpoint. I don't know what's going on here. Why? Yeah, because here is purchase handler, which I implemented, and that works. And this one, purchase is completed. It is a RevenueCat function, which could be probably called on purchase complete, but it doesn't work really. App crashed? No, it didn't. Memory leak. Yeah, memory leaks, exactly. Yeah. Memory leaks was real deal, you know. Now it is easy. From iOS 5, there is automated kind of memory management in iOS. Back in the days, you had to kind of handle memory management. Back in iOS 4, you had to handle memory management in iOS development as well, but nowadays it's easy. So probably I need to watch those videos, because in documentation, that case what I'm kind of trying to solve is not covered. Maybe they mentioned that in any of those videos. Modern programming is not programming anymore, looking in Stack Overflow or asking ChatGPT. Yes. But I don't know. Back in the days, there wasn't information available. Also, that Stack Overflow, what else? Not basically you read the book about programming and then kind of trying to get desired results. And if you can't, then if you are lucky and you have a friend to ask, you're asking friend. If not, you're going to forums and trying to find answers, stuff like that, you know. It was harder to find answers. Now it is easier to find answers. I don't think it's bad, but that makes that is easy to adopt bad habits, to start looking for answers without even trying to fight with problem. I think that's the problem nowadays, and that's your choice how you will do. Will you try to kind of figure stuff out on your own, or you will jump with each and every question to ChatGPT? So yeah, I don't know. When you bought that basic book and typed what you saw in that, I did that as well. Yeah, exactly. I did. I still have Java book somewhere around. I basically typed that in Eclipse, that Java code from book. I had iOS 4 programming wide. That was Big Nerd Ranch. That was iPhone programming, I think, book. And iOS 4, yeah, also kind of typed code. And then you type in code and you're missing something and your code doesn't compile anymore and you are out of the luck. Maybe I am too ignorant or bad with thinking, but it seems the developers from India, Pakistan, they are taking over the jobs in programming from Europe. I'm sorry if those guys are from, if there are guys in the chat. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they do. And yeah, I don't know. We just guys from Europe should kind of keep open eyes and do not sleep on that idea that that there are for each European developer there are 10 Indian or Pakistan developers who are ready to work for cheaper price. So there should be some way how to compete, you know. You know why they're taking over? Because they're cheaper. Yeah, probably. But there are kind of different problems, other problems with those developers, but not with each and every one. So the problems which we just discussed, it's kind of more like work ethics and understanding of problem and so on. But if they are kind of coming with basically it is easy solvable problem and it is kind of solved, I believe, in many kind of development shops from those countries. Basically you just need kind of good project management and project managers with good communication skills and really willing to provide good service, and then we are kind of done with developers in Europe. But as you see, currently companies want to have everyone back in offices and all that stuff, and then it's kind of it is some kind of protection for those who are working for those high tier salaries in America. I do not worry too much about that because hey, Nazar, ChatGPT is taking over. Yeah, that also, yeah. So don't mind for developers. That also, yeah. I do not worry too much about that because I'm kind of 50-50 on building my own applications and freelancing. And if that will be more and more hard to do freelancing, I will focus on building own applications, or I don't know, we'll go all in content creation and try to make money like that, because currently that is just hobby. But I do not worry too much yet about that freelancing because I am kind of sitting in the middle between India and rich Europe. So for me, it is kind of not too hard. I see that currently there are plenty of opportunities for developers in Eastern Europe or in Balkans, or because life is cheaper in, I don't know, Poland, Latvia, Macedonia, Romania, whatever, all those countries, it's cheaper than in Western Europe or in America. And as I said, it's still you can get cheaper developers without getting problems that you're getting hiring developers from India or Asia. Yes, but did you ever try to speak to Indian guy? Many, they say yes to everything, even they do not understand and surprise comes later. Yeah, exactly. Those are those problems what we know that happens with developers from India or Asia. What is your favorite city in America if you have one? I have never been in America, but from YouTube videos and movies, I kind of like New York, and I definitely would like to visit that one. I would say that's my favorite, but I don't know, maybe if I would go and live there for a bit, maybe I would hate it, because I know there is a lot of problems with New York. And do you enjoy user interface UX? I mean, with that you are designing your own apps, as you see. Yeah, I'm designing my own apps. I don't know, what do you mean by enjoy? I do not enjoy programming. I do not enjoy UI UX. I do not enjoy, I don't know, those are kind of tools. That is part of the process to build applications and get them in the App Store and get them in the hands of the customers. I do not do that just to earn money, because you can earn money in many different ways. I would say probably that is my favorite way to earn money. Would I keep doing what I'm doing now if I would win lottery tomorrow? Most likely, yes. Most likely I will not freelance anymore, because that will not make sense. But most likely I will keep building my applications, and most likely I will keep streaming and making YouTube videos. So I don't know. I can't say I don't know. If that enjoy, probably, yeah. You don't enjoy programming. Programming is just one of the tools in the process. If I could make that part somehow easier, kind of, let's say so. I like the process of building apps from nothing, but I don't give a shit about fancy architectures, or I I I do not care about writing very kind of smart code and stuff like that. I see that there are many developers who enjoy to find very smart solutions and so on. I enjoy making products, applications from nothing by programming and drawing pictures and stuff like that. But I don't really love programming or, I don't know, user interface design. I'm getting kind of bored or annoyed, or I don't know, switching focus to something else if I'm spending too much time in Xcode or if I'm spending too much time in Figma. I don't know if that describes clearly enough, you know. You like outcome. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, yeah, I enjoy all the process together, and I like to get to the result from idea to the result. Probably I like outcome. Yeah. New York is awesome, but with problems. Yeah, I heard about problems, but yeah, it kind of also looks interesting. Yeah. Is iOS development easy? Yes. Is programming easy? Also yes. It's like, I don't know, is math easy? Yes, math is easy. Is theory of how it is, Varbūtības theory, theory of possibilities easy? Yes, it is easy. You just have to sit and learn. That's not hard. There are way more harder things to do than programming. Do you use Xcode then with Swift? Yes, I'm using Swift and Xcode. Aren't you afraid to show your ideas and apps online with the risk that someone will steal it? It happens, but copy. It's not so easy to. So, okay, you build an application, you have some customers. It's not so easy just to copy paste your idea and hope that those customers will come over to your application. And then if you copied this idea, so you have to move forward, right? So what will you do? You will look what that original kind of creator doing, and you will follow step by step. So in that case, you will always be a few steps behind. And yeah, you will get some fraction from his customers, but it's not so easy to kind of overtake it. And that's one thing. Another thing is my applications makes very little money from global perspective, you know. For other indie developers, that money maybe looks quite a lot, but again, if the developer will get just fraction from my money, so again, that will be close to nothing. I don't know. I see that there are benefits sharing that because it's kind of fun and interesting. It's not flexing really because, I don't know, there is not enough kind of success or money or something to flex. It's more like trying to inspire others and just have fun. Oh, we have a new member in the YouTube members club. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for support and for deciding to join the members club. I really appreciate that. YouTube Blizzard. Appreciate that. Yep. So copycats are annoying, but not always kind of scary. How did you find your first freelance gigs? I opened Freelancer.com and I opened Upwork and I started to apply to shitload of jobs until I got one. What makes you money? You like the outcome, what makes you money? Oh yes, I like kind of all of that together. I like also business part of that iOS app development. Basically, I'm doing everything from idea to the app store to earning money. That is like running that is like being CEO of your small company, which you are basically, which you are, and I am kind of CEO of my own kind of registered company, sure. So you're doing everything, and that is interesting. For me, it is important to switch contents because I can't stay. I don't know if I should work as a developer only and work only on development tasks every day. I don't think I will stick with that work for a long time. Sorry to say, for those who are developers, that's totally fine that we have different interests. But for me, that will be boring as hell just to have tasks in the backlog, take one after another and work on them. I like to switch from programming to design, then to streaming, talking with you guys, then to YouTube videos, then again back to the programming, and then business aspect, and thinking about pricing and thinking about paywalls and stuff like that. And if I'm getting money at the end of the day, that's great. What's your mother language? Latvian. Yeah, keeps things fresh. Exactly. That's that. And yeah, I think that also helps to, I don't know. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm not interested to do anything just for money, just to earn money. I kind of found that I can earn money doing things that I like, and that's what I'm doing. Just joined today's stream. Sorry if it was already asked. What keyboard are you using? Oh, that is Nufi Air. Currently, it is Nufi Air 75 version 2. Really good keyboard. Maybe I will make YouTube video review for it because it is great. I had version 1 before, and I got version 2. Nufi sent it to me, actually both, version 1 and version 2. Nufi sent both to me, and yeah, just for disclosure, but it is great, it is good. I have many other keyboards. I have few Echo Maker keyboards, I have few iQnix keyboards, also sent to me Logitech keyboards, and I have few keyboards that I bought by my own money, so it's not like one company sent me one keyboard and I'm using it now and kind of pushing to everyone. It's kind of choice from multiple I have, and I really enjoy it. UK in the chat, hello. Did you try Rust language? No. I tried. No, I didn't. But does it fit the pocket? Yeah, it fits back pocket in my jeans, but yeah, you will still see it a bit. That's important to enjoy the work. Yes, very. Do you like switch locations when programming? Do you feel more productive if you do so? Yes and no. When I'm working at home, I'm usually kind of staying and working at home and rarely moving around somewhere else to different rooms and so on. But I like to switch my setup once in a few months, and that kind of refresh everything. And also I am sometimes going to work from coffee shops. That's also kind of different environment, kind of refresh everything. Does it help? Hard to say. Maybe. Okay, I little bit stuck with my problems that I planned to solve, and to move forward I have to watch probably those tutorial videos from RevenueCat, because there is no answer in documentation to my questions. And maybe it's that what I'm looking for is not supported yet, because it is still, those paywalls are still in beta. And I see the documentation is updated last time 2 days ago, so they're kind of working on that, updating it, and so on. So videos I will watch offline. I will not do that today. It's midnight already here in Latvia, so I'm kind of wrapping up the stream and going to sleep, you know. If you leave programming job, which kind of job you want to work? Oh, I was working so far. Let me tell you what I did so far. I was a carpenter. I was in army, then I was in police. I was bartender. I was technical field engineer in payment industry. Then I was product manager, product/project manager, I will say. Then I was head of products. Then I was freelancer only. Now I'm kind of building my own applications as well. So that's indie developer. And also I'm content creator. I'm getting some money, some sponsored kind of sponsor money and some ad money and so on. Basically, I'm making some money from content creation as well. So I already did a lot of different things. So which job I want to work, I don't know. Currently, I'm doing exactly what I want to do right now. When I will not like to do this, then I will choose something else. Next career that I see for myself is moto vlogger, which is riding around the world on motorcycle and creating content about that. So that's in current options, but yeah, I don't know. But currently I'm doing exactly what I like to do, and when I will like to choose that, I will choose that because I have experience of switching not only jobs but careers completely. And that is something that I kind of recommend to everyone of you, because I see that from questions what we have asked, is riding with glasses allowed? Pensioner, hey, Pauline. But those glasses are for reading only, and riding and reading phone or what else is not allowed. So that's not a problem. Somehow it seems like the wife will not support only riding around the world. Yeah, exactly. That could be a problem. But if she will ride with me, I think that's solvable. That's solvable problem. I know, Pauline, I know. But yeah, I wanted to say that on the beginning of the stream or somewhere in the middle of the stream, there was a question asked basically what to choose, iOS or web development, and which is kind of more future-proof or profitable and so on. Do not take that too serious as well. Yeah, sure, those are kind of serious kind of decisions, but do not look too serious in those kind of future-proving yourself and so on. I don't know, we are not living in those times anymore when you kind of going to the university, getting job and then working in that one job until you are retired. It's not a thing anymore. Maybe that is still a thing in Japan where there are kind of lifetime employment traditions and so on, but I think even there it's kind of going, it's not so actual anymore. And yeah, I don't know, try different things. Life is super long and you can manage to try different things. Choose today web development. You can switch in 5 years to something else, you know. Just have fun. If you can learn one, you can learn another and it will be easier. Yeah, exactly. That's also is true. If you first job in the tech is most challenging to get. First programming language is most hardest one to learn. Each next is kind of easier and easier to pick. Actually, life is short. Really, Paul? Why do you think so? Depends how you... Okay, I think that is a question of perspective. Bad people have longer life. Yeah. What time do you wake up, mate? I'm waking up at around 6. Today probably I will sleep in a little bit, maybe half past 6. really is think about it. I don't know. As I said, it depends on how do you measure life. It depends on your perspective. I think that if you are sure, you can basically do nothing. Not let me say so. Let me say so. Imagine your remember, for example, when your family members going for vacation somewhere for a week. And when they're coming back, they're telling you, oh, we did that, we did this, that was so interesting, we saw so much and so on. And they are asking, how it was for you? And you're saying, I don't know, actually nothing happened. And if you are kind of looking back to that week, it was just one moment, right? But for those who was in that vacation, in the trip, it was that week was way longer, that felt way longer and more fulfilled with different interesting, or maybe not interesting, or maybe sad things, or what else not. But basically, they had more events, more happenings, and therefore, that time becomes kind of relative to your what you are doing with your life. And if you are doing mostly nothing and your life is relatively kind of boring and so on, years just flying. That's one moment, chicks. It's again, next year, new year. Let's go celebrate new year. Okay, let's start next one. If you fulfill your life with a lot of interesting things and so on, I think that stretches way longer. That's my point of view of life. That's how I see it. We are not talking about politics here. We can talk whatever you like, but politics, let's do not start this discussion here. Someone may get banned in this discussion. I'm not saying that you, but you never know where this discussion will lead everyone. I know that I will not be banned and Foxbit will not be banned, but everything else, better do not talk about politics, okay? So yeah, I think that you can think about that differently. Yeah, it is short, but you can do your best to make it long and interesting. Relative question. You never know who will be struck by the ban hammer. Exactly, yeah. That's a scary thing, yeah. I'm a little bit nervous as well, you know. I'm 99% sure that Foxbit can't ban me, but I stay in the lines, you know. I'm staying in the lines. Mac versus Windows. Pensioner, no politics. Oh my gosh. Alex been watching me for years. Oh, nice, cool. You inspired me to learn Swift UI. Thank you. Oh, that's amazing. I'm really happy. Always, I'm really happy to hear that. And it really kind of makes my day. I heard that multiple times that someone come back to me and said, "Oh, you inspired me a few years ago, and now I'm working in tech. I got job as a programmer and stuff like that." That really inspires. That's a story Microsoft won years ago. No politics. Yeah. What do you like about your field? I'm front-end developer, 4 years experience. I was thinking about changing it to back-end or something else because I'm so tired of being associated with markup and styles. It's hard to say. As I said earlier, I find my interesting things building my own applications because I'm doing everything, not only iOS development, and I enjoy creating content. That kind of also is something else to do, and that keeps me interested, sticking around with iOS development. If I will do only iOS programming as a job and do nothing else, I think I will be kind of bored to do that as well. I don't even think I know pretty sure, because I am in iOS development for quite a few years already, but I definitely would be much better iOS developer. The thing is, I do not care about becoming better developer, but I definitely would be better if I will focus all my kind of attention on only development and do not spread around. And yeah, but what next? Then I could kind of find company where I could ask more money, but money is not really, I'm not saying I'm rich or something. No, I'm saying I have enough money to live a life that I enjoy, and I'm doing exactly that I enjoy. So it's not in my interest. I'm just saying that if you're sticking with something for a long period of time, and if it is something that you like, you definitely will become better and better in that niche, and you will be more and more valuable specialist in that niche. I would argue Apple got the last lot as being the most profitable company in the world. Yeah, that's, I think, also true, yeah. And, oh yeah, that's good discussion, yeah. MacOS is small part of that key, yeah, exactly. That's also true, yeah. But in I show speed stream, he says anything, he's a gamer. Is that related to politics? Yeah, but there are different streams with different type of content and discussions. We just usually staying away from discussions about politics. I don't know. There are streams where topless girls kind of painting on themselves and talking about, I don't know. There are streams where how it's related to gaming. There are many different streams, and there are many different kind of inside kind of rules about streaming. I do not see how it's related. Yeah, that's a way more fun discussion. Isn't that better than politics? That's amazing discussion about operation systems and Microsoft versus Windows, which won the fight. Yeah, that's kind of sad that Microsoft mobile was kind of filed. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it as well, but I will be happy to see how it involved. I don't like, what was, there was Nokia one experimental model. Basically, they launched the model that operation system was based on Linux. Programming language for apps was C. They had API. They sold one device, and then they kind of killed that project. And that was really kind of good smartphone. Okay, good. I don't know. Nowadays, bad for nowadays, but it wasn't Symbian anymore because Symbian already kind of was going to die, and it wasn't Microsoft. What else? What they had? Did they go straight to the Android? I don't remember. Maybe they had Microsoft that. No, it wasn't Symbian. There was after Symbian. There was Nokia. There was just one model. Nokia and something. Nokia. And 900. I don't know. No, that's. Yeah, maybe this one. Yeah, probably this one. So it was Linux-based OS, and you was able to make applications using C programming language. And I downloaded that SDK, and I planned to make applications for that. And basically, I was thinking about getting that phone but they just killed it. And that was September 2009, right? That was iOS was just kind of also not just, but recently released. So I was very sad when this went kind of out of the window, because back in that time I know some C at some level, let's say so, and I wasn't ready to jump on iOS development, but I was looking forward to do this. But yeah, unfortunately, they killed that project. How often are those streams? Just got into Swift and this seems incredibly valuable. Oh, I'm trying to do those weekly, but I'm not great with consistency. I'm trying to do those weekly, and usually I'm trying to do some programming. Sometimes that happens, but sometimes I'm running in blockers and I don't know, and we are kind of just chatting out of the window in discussion about us. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay, I said that I'm going to sleep, and still kind of going. I'm waking up in about 5-6 hours, so that's for real kind of how to go for sleep. So stream was fun. I hope it was interesting and fun for you as well. Didn't do much programming, way less than expected, but that's not most important part of those streams. It's cool to have chats with you. And yeah, I'm trying to do those weekly, but I don't know, life gets in a way, and yeah, it's YouTube streams are usually weekly. Kick streams are more often. For those who don't know, there is a link to the Kick in video description. Basically, yeah, you can follow me there as well. Those streams, there we have kind of coworking streams as well. Then basically, when I'm working on my freelancing tasks, I do not share screen. Basically, we have screen like that, running Pomodoro timers, and that's it. But that's for another day. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Let's not do promises, but I didn't look in my calendar yet, but probably tomorrow will be Kick coworking stream. Definitely will try to do at least one this week. Foxbit, why do you take that personally? Why you allow? Okay, Foxbit, I can say something to you. You do not let people under your skin. Especially if you're operating Banhammer, you have to have more, how it is, not thin. Basically, don't let them under your skin, you know. Thick skin, something like that. Chill out, yeah. Don't take it too personally. I don't know. Just imagine, just imagine how you will feel if you get all the shitload of negative comments on. If you will be kind of content creator and you will get all the negative comments that content creators are getting. I don't know. Just one man trying to kind of get you angry. Do not make that man happy, because if they are coming to make you angry or feel you sad and so on, the worst thing that you can do is to get angry or get sad and to show them that they are kind of winning and they are kind of getting the results that they wanted to get. Sure, I can try to shush everyone who is saying bad words to you, but or something, but it's... And you thought politics are bad. Also, wars are almost the same. Yeah, exactly. Holy wars. Okay. It's probably 5 time and I'm saying good night. So good night for real. I'm running out of water. I don't have coffee. Oh, I have a sip of coffee. I will have my sip of coffee and will go to sleep. Okay. Good night, everyone. Have a great day. See you on the next stream. Bye bye.